Today, we're diving into a fascinating story of two brothers who both dreamed of riches. One relied on pure knowledge, while the other understood the power of emotional balance. Their journey reveals a surprising truth about wealth creation that might just change the way you think and invest. Plus, I'll share my own investment strategy and why I believe Bitcoin is like the Coca-Cola of the crypto world. Stick around because this is an episode you don't want to miss. This episode is brought to you by Stonehill Wealth Management. Money can be stressful, but it doesn't have to be. Our team helps people understand their finances and make smart choices for their future. Let's talk about the two brothers. So two brothers dreamed of getting rich. They both grew up poor, which made them very hungry for a better life. One brother thought that if he just learned everything about money, he'd be set. He figured his brain power would lead him straight to riches. The other brother knew that knowledge was important, but he also knew that he needed to have a strong mind to handle the ups and downs that come with making money. He understood that book smarts weren't enough. He needed the right mindset to handle the emotional roller coaster of change. The first brother, relying only on knowledge, came up with great ideas, but couldn't handle the uncertainty that came with implementing them. He started looking for risk-free ideas, which led him nowhere. He was like a hamster on a wheel, always busy but going nowhere. The second brother, who balanced knowledge with emotional stability, seemed to have a magic touch. Things just worked out for him. His path seemed crazy to most because it was different and untested. He relied on timeless principles, an open mind, and the ability to stay calm under pressure as his guidance. He learned throughout history wealth often came from new ideas built on old principles that most people ignored because they were untested. He saw uncertainty as a huge opportunity and spent his time thinking about how new ideas connected to proven time-tested principles. He didn't need a step-by-step guide or plan to wealth. He just needed to feel his next step, even on a shaky path, as long as it was aligned with proven principles. He believed that if he got that part right, combined with common sense, he would reach his goal. He knew most people fear change, so the best opportunities are often hiding in plain sight. The emotionally balanced brother became so wealthy that his brother finally came around to his way of thinking. Together, they built huge wealth and passed it down along with the wisdom of balancing knowledge and emotional stability. They taught their kids to use both their head and their heart on their path to wealth. In my experience, finding great investments isn't that hard. We just need to quiet our minds and remember that change equals opportunity. Ask yourself, where is the biggest change happening? And which companies are leading that change? This narrows down your choices. Then focus on areas of change that genuinely interest you and figure out who the Coca-Cola is in that area. That's the clear leader. It's going to be obvious if you spend the time. I have a friend who's deep into cryptocurrency from a knowledge perspective, but hasn't really made that much money in it yet. He knows everything about all the different coins and the latest trends. One day he asked me, why do I only talk about Bitcoin? He said, don't you see potential in other coins? I told him, look, throughout history, we've never invented something and then gone backwards. We invented fire and kept moving forward. Blockchain technology is here to stay. Everyone agrees that Bitcoin is the foundation of that industry. So if the industry fails, Bitcoin will be the last one standing. It's the most independent, decentralized, and has the largest network. It can't easily be changed, which makes it stable and trustworthy for storing money. Basically, Bitcoin is the most boring asset in a young industry, and it's been growing like crazy. My calculations show that Bitcoin could make my family very wealthy over the next 20 years. To me, it's easier to just stick with Bitcoin and potentially increase my returns on my Bitcoin holdings by using strategies like borrowing money to buy more or buying options. than trying to guess which of the 1,000 other coins will make me rich. And I've studied them, by the way. I'm not just ignoring them. I study them. With Bitcoin, I just need to manage my emotions through the ups and downs. I'm not saying Bitcoin is a guaranteed win, but I am saying it aligns with proven principles of money better than any other coin I study. It's the Coca-Cola of the industry. I'll just keep buying more with leverage when everyone is scared and taking down my leverage when everyone gets too excited. It's that simple. If Bitcoin's fundamentals change, I'll change my mind. But until then, I embrace the volatility. It scares away the weak investors and leaves more room for me to grow my family's wealth. Every successful investor or business person I've studied throughout history who built lasting wealth thought like the second brother. I ain't the smartest, but I have some good common sense, and this wealth building path makes the most sense to a Creole boy from Houston, Texas. We'll see how it plays out. Want to learn more about investing? Join my Inner Circle newsletter. It's packed with my step-by-step thought process around investing. Plus, you pay what you want. No tricks, just valuable information to help you feel confident about your money. The link is in the description. Please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more insights. Thanks for hanging out. Be fruitful and go multiply your money.
Philip Washington Jr. is a registered investment advisor. Information presented is for educational purposes only and does not intend to make an offer or solicitation for the sale or purchase of any specific securities, investments, or investment strategies. Investments involve risk and, unless otherwise stated, are not guaranteed. Be sure to first consult with a qualified financial advisor and/or tax professional before implementing any strategy discussed herein. Past performance is not indicative of future performance.